Hi guys. I usually don't do live broadcasts back to back because I want to give you guys enough time to kind of catch up, or if you're busy and you don't fall too far behind. But I got so excited with the clue. But first, I'd like to thank. I'd like to show you something. This is from Jody. Thank you so very much for the gift. And like I said, whoever sent the gift from Ruby, I'm going to see if Ruby's coming over tomorrow. She might. But anyway, and then I'll let her see her gift. But anyway, I'm here online, and I just want to tell you guys just a little story, and then I have an updated clue. Okay. People try to distract you and keep you off your mission, but always stay on mission, because one of their goals is to distract you. So let's not be distracted, okay, off of Michael Jackson and the good things that we do. Okay, so I wasn't always a believer, right? I was the first person in the world to tweet that something was wrong at Michael Jackson's house, and you can read that in Suicide. Did Michael Jackson fake his death to save his life? And somebody posted something to me, so I just moved it out of the way. So Save His Life, which is an e-movie book, and it's spelled P-S-E-U-D-O-C-I-D-E, and it's like the first year of the death hoax. And I wrote an e-movie book in 3 months. And I wasn't always a death hoax believer, because I wasn't going to be irresponsible as a reporter, as a journalist, as a media company owner. I wasn't going to do that. As small as I am, I have credibility, I have integrity, and I want to be responsible for what I say. So it took me like 7 months, after taking note after note and paying attention to all the clues and finding my own and verifying, and I had notebooks full of notes. So I finally gave in to it. But I want to talk about being a non-believer. Okay, when I was a non-believer, you won't find any posts of me going around ridiculing people, calling them names, telling them that they're delusional. You won't find me saying, oh, the death hoax is stupid. I did a video like 3 days after the death announcement in which I said, 3 days after I saw Catherine walk into UCLA with my own eyes, okay, because I was at UCLA. I didn't believe in the death hoax. I was devastated over Michael Jackson's death and cried every day for 7 months. And I was willing to accept that Michael Jackson faked his death. Of course I was willing to, because if it's true, it's true. Until, a couple of clues, MichaelJacksonComeback.com and ComebackMichaelJackson.com. You got to watch the Alive trilogy to figure that one out. And also I read the Is Elvis Alive book, and those were the two things on top of mountains of other evidence that really proved to me that Michael Jackson faked his death. So Suicide is not a physical book, but the Alive trilogy is, and see, it's back there. So make sure that you get a copy, guys. I'm serious about that. Okay, please don't underestimate it. Don't assume you know. Don't assume I don't have the answers. Believe me, I've been doing this for 9 years, and I have enough information for Alive 1, 2, 3, for Alive 4. I got enough information for an Alive 4. Who knows when I'll be able to do that. Prisoner of Fame. Hopefully the director will be finished and give me the director's cut soon. I left him a message today, so hopefully next Monday I'll be able to tell you guys the director's cut on Prisoner of Fame. And I thank everybody that has donated, and if you still want to donate, there's still time. I'll leave the information in the description of this video. Okay, I found, in the midst of all the stuff going on, it was an old clue, and I didn't put it together until today. Okay, I didn't put it together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around my camera, and I'm going to let you guys see a portion of a video that I did 5 years ago. Okay, August 26, 2013. almost 5 years ago. Okay, and let me turn it around. I got my fan on, so hopefully my camera won't start blinking. Okay, here we go. Come on, turn around. I'm gonna hold it. Come on, turn around. Oh, there we go. Okay, guys. Okay, this is a portion of a video that I did. See the date? August 26, 2013. It's on YouTube. It's called Is Michael Jackson Behind the Mask, right? Behind the Mask, right? Which was just released, let's see, 5 days ago. And I did an interview with John a week ago on a Tuesday, I think, a week ago. So anyway, so I want to go ahead and I want to play you this portion of the video, okay? Here we go. Which had never happened in our 19 months of knowing each other. Then, all of a sudden, I get a phone call from him, but it's on the day that I told you guys that I saw a very suspicious man in the courthouse. You know, the Katherine Jackson versus AEG live trial. And I followed him, and he kind of let me follow him, and it was kind of a cat and mouse thing, and it was kind of fun. But he looked like Michael for whatever reason. I just thought he was Michael. And he looked like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. He had a bald head, and he had a little bit of hair on him, and he had bummy clothes, but it looked like he was a new bum, not like a 10-year bum, but maybe just a 1-year bum, because the clothes were not as tattered as I've seen them on some homeless people. Well, after I saw him and we played a game of cat and mouse, guess who calls after almost a month? Peter Pan calls. And then we talk, and then of course he brings up the bum because I had tweeted about him. Now, with that, we're already at July 26, 2013. Now let me tell you what happened after that. You see, I got my glasses on because I got to read my notes. Then on July 31st, we got the unofficial, unreleased version of Behind the Mask video, which is a great video. And we know that the song Behind the Mask was a song that was on the Michael album. You know, the album that says on the lips, read my lips, I live. And then we have Peter Pan, who had wrote a poem, Behind the Mask, back in March 2008, before the death hoax and before the Michael album came up. Wink, wink, nod, nod, and smile. Then I saw the bum again. He came August 8th. And I really didn't follow him this time. I decided, because Peter had said, why don't you say hi to the bum? Why don't you talk to him? So I did it. I said, how are you doing? And he ignored me. So I said, forget it. And that was the end of that. Now, what's so peculiar about that is back in March of this year, 2013, Peter Pan and I were on the phone, and we decided to call Anthony Jackson, Michael's cousin's mother. I think her name is Debbie. And he had put, with his phone number, his name of Behind the Mask. I wonder if they were in production for the Behind the Mask video back in March. And then we get tested. Oh, well, I'll play a little bit more. From a Dr. Stephen Gordon, who's a plastic surgeon. And he said that the alias that he used for Michael Jackson was Michael Jefferson. Now, with the Jeffersons, there's a couple of things. Number one, we had Dr. Conrad Murray on July 24th send out a message saying, imminent nuclear warning. So nobody make him testify because he has a bombshell that's of nuclear proportions that will blow the trial into pieces.
Number one, I was initially offered the position of being the personal physician of Michael Jackson and his 3 children by Michael himself. Number two, I later learned from Michael that AEG was involved in the hiring process and they wanted to hire a less expensive doctor.
And then we have Mr. Jefferson from The Simpsons. His name is Franklin Jefferson Burns, and his family owns a nuclear plant. Wink, wink, nod, nod, but it gets even better than that. Because then we have
episode of South Park done April 21st, 2004, in which it's this story about a Mr. Jefferson who has a son named Blanket, and then we have plastic surgery talked about, we have molestation talked about, we even have racial issues in this episode, in which the white people didn't want the black people to have any money, but then they found out that Mr. Jefferson wasn't really black, but he was really white, and that's why they were after him for the child molestation accusations. And then when he decided it's not worth it, he gave up all the money, and then he became black again, and then nobody wanted to arrest him anymore. That's not me. Check it out. It is season 8 of South Park, episode 7.
Okay, guys. Okay, so anyway, wow. Okay, there is so much back information. Let me see if I can turn this around. Okay, you can see me, 5 years older. Go on. I want you guys to get that documentary. Okay, the phone won't turn around. Okay, rotate camera. It's telling me to rotate camera, but it won't rotate. Okay, so anyway, guys, I'll just leave this up while I talk, okay? So anyway, guys, you see all that backstory, and fans will say, oh, any new clues, as if I know what clues they know and clues they don't know. And I'm like, if you have not watched my 351 videos, in which like 150 of them are Michael Jackson death hoax videos, if you haven't read my Suicide, if you haven't watched all 3 documentaries, everything that you don't know becomes a new clue, plus thousands of posts that I have. So there is so much evidence, proof, facts, clues that Michael Jackson faked his death. It is just outrageous that a lot of fans don't believe Michael Jackson faked his death with all this, because if there was nothing to it, it'd be over by now, okay? So anyway, I want to show you guys something that I put together, right? I just put it together today. Okay, so here is my video behind the mask that I did August 26, 2013, right? Showing the video behind the mask when it was first released, and it was not released by the official Michael Jackson estate, by the way. Okay, so here we go. Charles Montgomery Burns. Here we go, right here. You see that? That looks like the guy that came and saw me, and we played cat and mouse or hide and seek at the trial, right? Look, this is the guy. Like if he looked in real life, that's what he would look like. This is the guy that came and saw me at the Michael Jackson trial in the overflow room of the Catherine versus AEG live trial. And he kept tapping his fingers, right? And I was like, why is he moving his fingers? And as soon as he came in, something said, that's Michael. And what I did was I moved into the aisle that he was on so I could get a better look at him, right? So that is the guy, except for his hair was a little bit longer, okay, which is easy to do, but that's the guy. That's a mask, and he had on hand sleeves, which you can buy masks for your fingers, your hands, which Michael does because he has the dark fingernails, right? Plus, you know, he puts nude polish on them when he doesn't want to cause attention to his dark fingernails. So anyway, so this is the guy, right? And his name is Mr. Burns. I just put it together. You know why Michael chose this guy? He chose this guy because he was burned. The Pepsi burn. Michael related. It's a clue for the burns. Seriously. That's how he thinks. Now, this is not the right one that I pulled up. Oh man, this is the right one that I pulled up. This is what I wanted to show you guys. Okay, so see this right here? Peter Pan, PYT. That was his name before they stole his account. They stole his name in 2014, and he started using the name Peter Medani. So this is before that. Someone recirculated this picture lately. This picture, and Peter says it's MJ with Paris back in 2013. That is the man that came and saw me in the courtroom. Look at that. That is Mr. Burns, and Michael's clue was he was burned. And that's why he had a face that looked like Mr. Burns. Okay, let's see if we can turn the camera around. Let's see. Now, with all this talk behind this, turning around now, it clicked. So, with all this talk with Michael, and come on, turn around, camera. Oh man, rotate camera. Yes, rotate camera. There we go. Oh, ah. Let's see. Okay. No rotate camera yet. I'm trying to let you guys see me. Put on very little makeup, but I put it on for a reason. Oh, there we go. So you guys, so now we have it. That was Mr. Burns. Michael has come to see me as Miss Jane Pittman. He has come to see me as John. No, he's never come to see me as John. No. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that at all. That's not what I meant. He came to see me as Miss Jane Pittman and now Mr. Burns from the Simpsons. Okay, and I wanted you guys to know that I connected Burn with Burn. Now, Marlon. John told me that Michael said in that interview, John from Troop, and we know that Peter has done a couple of clues. Let's see if I can pull up his website, because Teresa helped us with the clue from Peter. Okay, so let me go to my Facebook account. I put the wrong letter. Facebook account. Okay, and let's put in his account. Yes, let's put in his account. And he has made his birthday, the same day as F Troop, when F Troop came out. And F Troop was a comedy about like the military. It's like a spoof of guys in the military, I believe, because it was released in 1965, and I was only 2 years old then. I know I'm giving you my age, but so what, and it was only on for 2 years, and it was in reruns for many years. But as I talked to Peter, his references, let me put, my phone is bleeping going, let me put the fan on it. Okay. He has made references to someone who was born in the 50s, because Michael is 1,711 days older than me. Isn't that something? And so his references, when I've talked to him for over 1,000 hours, intensively talked to him, his references are of someone who was born in the 50s, not someone who was born in 1982, which is when the song, when he did the song, Behind the Mask was first slated to be on the Thriller album. So it was finished recording in 1982. Okay, and that's when I believe the copyright is. I put the copyright on my Facebook page as well. Okay, and he left that as F Troop, and then today he promoted something for, I don't know if I should show his account, because then the haters will know what his Facebook name is. I'm not going to show his Facebook name, because he had to get a new name because he's been harassed online, and so have I, and it's just getting really ugly. And I hate to bring the YouTube audience into it, because the YouTube audience is a different audience than the Facebook audience. But there's lots of stuff going on, and I'm just telling people, let's try to be kind, let's try to be nice, and let's try to represent Michael the best way that we know how. And there's no reason to be mad when someone says Michael Jackson faked his death, which means Michael Jackson is alive. You didn't kill him, okay? So you don't know that he's dead, right? You're just listening to hearsay. And I'm here to tear down every single solitary thing that proves that Michael is dead, okay? Nothing checks out. Nothing checks out. Nothing checks out in the death saga of Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, therefore, faked his death. And I have so much information, so much proof, so much evidence, so much clues, so many facts in the Alive trilogy that I want you guys to watch, okay? John is getting some kind of award or something, and Peter posted it on his page as well. So for all you people that are out causing trouble, there shouldn't be anybody mad, any fan mad that Michael's alive. And if he's alive, he has to be somebody, and there's only one person he can be. And of course, Michael has the best mask in the world. Of course, he does. And that's why I urge you guys, please, to watch the Alive trilogy of Michael Jackson documentaries right back here. Right here. I want you to get this. I'm serious. It is so jam-packed with proof, evidence, and clues. It's the greatest oh my God documentaries of our lifetime. 100% factual. Okay? Don't let the haters detour you from learning about the human being Michael Jackson, the man Michael Jackson. Maybe he's retired himself as an entertainer, but he's been entertaining us for years online. First called me January 15th, 2012. And January 15th is a real popular day. It's just a really important day. And coincidentally, that's when I finished Alive.3, and the day I released Alive.3, which is all about all that. It's all about the rare pearl. It's all about Mama's Pearl. It's all about who he is, how I prove that it's him, how he has ties to the estate. And you guys know that he sent me that wink, wink, nod, nod, which was so sweet of him. Because when I said that Michael copied the face of John John. And that's what I was going to say. Copy the face of John John and had a mask made out of him, And he told John John he looked like his brother Marlon. And I think, and it's before Marlon had any plastic surgery. So he probably, just kind of bonded with John John because he looked like his brother that he loves, So anyway, guys, those are my clues for now. So we know that Mr. Burns from the Jeffersons, Michael gravitated him, and it's a clue because Michael Jackson was burned. And those of you guys who forgot, do you know what January 27th, 1984 is? January 27th, 1984 is the day that Michael Jackson was burned. And if you go to the exact middle day of August 29th, 1958 and June 25th, 2009, the exact middle day is the day he was burned by the Pepsi commercial while filming the Pepsi commercial, which was January 27th, 1984. And that is a clue that the burn means something, because I believe Michael chose June 25th because I think he believes that once he was burned by Pepsi, that his life had a downward spiral. That's when he reached his pinnacle. At that time, the highest height of his success was at that point. But he was so high, the decline was slow. But from his perspective, that Pepsi burn changed so many things in his life. Yep. So Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. Okay, guys. I guess I'm going to say bye for now. And I will see you guys next time. Be sure to pick up your copy of the Alive trilogy of Michael Jackson docs. Or you can watch Alive 2 and Alive 3 on your device on Amazon. And you can watch Alive 1, 2, and 3 worldwide on Vimeo. Worldwide on Vimeo. Okay? I'll put the links in the description. I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao. Keep Michaeling.